This is How to Write a Cover Letter. My name's Jeffrey. Let's get started. When writing a cover letter, there are three main things to think about. One, the job description. This is gold. When we find the job description, we dive into it, we can get so much good information from it. Thing number two is doing a little bit of additional company research. And thing number three is you got to know yourself. Pull out that resume, list some cool experiences that maybe are on there or are not on there, and let's dive into how to write a cover letter. For this example, we're going to be writing our cover letter to a teaching position or someone who wanted to be a teacher. This is a primary responsibilities list from a job description, also known as qualifications or job responsibilities. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into categories. So for this, I'm going to take the first four and pull out like some big themes. So for today, it's teaching and building curriculum. The next three talk about possibly developing young adults. And the last five are conduct and classroom management. So what we're doing is we're pulling themes from the job description to write to, things that we can say, hey, we're good at these things. Instead of writing to all, A through L on the list, we're just going to pull out some big themes that we can talk about. Thing number two, let's do a little company research. When perusing the company website, you can pull their mission statement or demographics or their client population. You might even see news articles or PTA reports or annual reports are also really helpful, and a lot of companies have them, especially publicly traded companies or public institutions like a school district. They'll be online. So when you're doing your company research, let's figure out stuff that's really important to the company. For us, this school that we're looking at is a small, rural, Northern California school. A lot of their students look like they're on free and reduced lunch, according to the reports. They're a Title I school. The report stated they had high family involvement and that a lot of their families are bilingual based on the website and all the content that we just pulled from doing some basic company research. The third thing that's really important is to know your own resume and experiences. So your resume might say that you're a student teacher. And before that, maybe you were a paraprofessional. But maybe after a while, you forgot that, oh yeah, I did this cool kids camp. I worked for a sports camp at the YMCA, or I was a youth intern. And oh yeah, I'm also bilingual. These are great things to think about when you're applying to your teaching position of old skills and how they could transfer into new skills. So as you add together 1, 2, and 3, your job description, your company research, and your resume, we want to try and connect your resume and your experiences to the job description. We want to try and connect them to your company research. And what we call those is transferable skills. So these orange lines represent your transferable skills. So I might say something like, as a student teacher, I have the opportunity to develop young adults or build curriculum or work at a school with bilingual families and large family involvement in northern rural California. What we're trying to do is connect our previous experience to these new experiences. So let's try and do that in sentence format. For today, we're going to assume this is a 5-paragraph essay. Your cover letter does not need to be 5 paragraphs. If you don't have 5 paragraphs of information to say, don't. For this example, it's easiest to say there's an intro, couple of transferable skills, and a closing. And your intro might say something like, it might discuss your qualifications, your credentials, your bachelor's degree, and what job you're applying to. For example, it might say something like, I'm applying to the job as math teacher at blank school district. My credentials are, and you can list them. That'd be a very formal intro. Your closing might say something like, I look forward to interviewing with you. Thank you so much. I can't wait to talk with you. Some formal version of that. The main content of the cover letter body that we're going to focus on, though, are your transferable skills, taking your cover letter to a whole new level by connecting all three of the things we've been talking about. That would be your resume and experiences, and your company research, and your job description. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and build sentences to talk about these transferable skills. So let's try it out. You might start to cross things off your list as we're talking. So as a bilingual YMCA sports counselor, I managed 35 students over 12 weeks. Okay, so now we're starting to build these sentences from skills that we have, but also skills that the school is possibly looking for. Let's try it again. While working in a, 3rd grade classroom as a student teacher, we worked in a rural community with a lot of migrant parents and migrant students. Okay, and maybe you translated documents to help develop young adults and build readiness skills for college. Awesome. So now what we're doing is we're taking our old job and connecting them to skills within the new company. And a small disclaimer, we're not saying that we've done things that we haven't done. We're assuming that these skills in your past jobs have transferable skills or similar, more direct correlation to the new job. So if you've done them before, we're absolutely going to say, hey, here's how I've done them, and here's where I've done them, and here's where I'd be a perfect fit for your company. So the whole point of this is to say how great I am, how great the company is, and how we can now hang out together as friends. So this is the beginning of how to write a cover letter. My name's Jeffrey. Let me know how it goes.